Do I get no sunglasses over there?
Yo, I said what? Oh,
You got no
we're not even on
sunglasses?
the sunglasses. Where?
You don't got no sunglasses over there, Doc?
I'm indoor. What the hell? I don't know why I never get Instagram notifications. Like if I'm not on Instagram within like 30 minutes, I don't get that message until I go back into Instagram. I don't know why, but I'm
What
sure.
notification?
Like anytime I get a message on Instagram, like I have to like go into Instagram to see that I had a message.
You probably got notifications blocked knowing you.
No, I don't. Anyway, hey, you know what I mean? Episode 308, We Made It podcast. Back in the building.
308. I've never said that in my life. I've never said 308 in Portuguese in my life. So, we've been past numbers I know.
I don't even think I've said 308 in English in my life, actually.
You never said 308?
I don't think so. That ain't nobody's area code.
I said 305. That's all I know.
Oh, you got to say Dade County, goddamn. Anyway, we are back. We Made It podcast. We're back in the building. We got a lot to talk about. We don't have a lot to talk about, actually. But I do want to talk about, before we actually even get started, let me give a shout out to one of our 4 listeners, Miles. Miles, if you're listening, we are going to talk about Arsenal, and Caesar's probably going to be mean about it. And maybe
because I'm right. Because I'm always right about them.
It's not
every year. Okay.
Okay, and also we're gonna preview Copa America a bit. I got some stuff to talk about in regards to the group stage of the Copa America that is being played in Joe Biden's United States of America, which I disapprove of it being played here. But first, Caesar, here's the question. Right now, we have 1 match left in EPL. Man City is sitting on 88 points. Arsenal is sitting on 86. On Sunday, the 19th, Arsenal is playing Everton in London, and Man City is playing West Ham girls in Manchester. Caesar, here's the question. Does Arsenal have a chance of winning the league?
No.
What do you mean?
Okay, they have a chance of winning the league. They have a chance of winning the league.
Like numerically. Numerically, they have a chance.
Mathematically, there's a chance no, bad lefty. Mathematically, if we did math here and math was real and stats were real, then yeah, they have a mathematical chance of winning. Is Arsenal realistically gonna win Premier League? Absolutely fucking not. No, they're not. They're not gonna win the league, dog. They're not gonna win the league.
City, let me
Arteta's gonna be the new Pochettino on God.
No. I think they won FA Cup. I think Arteta's
what is that? FA Cup?
Caesar, stop it.
Who they beat to win that? Norwich United? Who they beat? Sheffield Wednesday on the path to glory? Who they beat? The only vegan club, Forest Green, in League 2?
That sounded personal.
I mean, I'm saying it as a fan. They're a vegan club, and I support that.
Let me see.
There's kind of a mad lib.
Let me see. Did they win the FA Cup? Did he win the FA Cup?
Did he win a Carabao? Was it a Carabao?
No, they beat Chelsea in the 2019-2020 FA Cup. And I'm pretty sure Arteta was the coach in 20.
No, it was slick hair.
Was it Unai?
It was Unai.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that was like 6 years ago. 5 years ago.
He's been there for a minute, to be honest with you.
Okay, but how old is Guendouzi? 44?
It was Arteta. It was Arteta.
What?
Yeah. It was.
That didn't count though.
Okay, the only reason you could say it didn't count is because there was 0 people in attendance because of COVID.
Oh, they don't fucking count, dog. That was a scrimmage. Who they played? Chelsea?
They beat Chelsea. Yeah,
Who was on the? I don't even remember who was on the team. Was it Diego Costa? Who the hell was on the Chelsea team?
Giroud, Christian Pulisic, Mason Mount.
This
Uh,
motherfucker beat a team that started in an American. That doesn't count.
the cat kicker Kurt Zuma.
Okay, I'm sorry. Arteta's had a historic career winning the FA Cup in 2019. My bad.
Well, he's not. He's better than Pochettino. I'll just say that.
Okay, well, man, I mean that's true. You've already decimated Pochettino's career, and it's probably his first year. It's probably his first full year.
Literally. I mean, I'll say like, and also, what up, Bad Lefty? West Ham has been really annoying this season. Like in the past like few matches, I feel like they're losing and it's annoying. And they literally got my boy Maxwell Cornet just sitting on the bench. Like, can he actually get a match or what, dude? Like,
You love yourself some Maxi. You love yourself some Maxi, dog. You love some Maxi.
they're in ninth place.
Oof.
They're gonna be in ninth place regardless. They can't advance or lose ninth place if they win or lose. But yeah, they just like they're up and down. They've gotten some pretty crucial wins this season, and obviously Everton is sitting, bottom of the. I mean, not they're in 15th. They're in 15th place. They're not going to get relegated. Everton has gotten some wins randomly this season too. Okay, who has a better chance of beating either team? West Ham beating City or Everton beating Arsenal? And I'm going to open my blinds while you think of that.
Everton beating Arsenal, West Ham beating City.
Yeah.
Everton beating Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an ugly game, okay? Ugly game. Rainy day in London. Ugly game. Then my boy, the big man, Big Beto is gonna score a header late in the game and they're gonna win 1-0.
They're going to beat Arsenal?
Yeah, they're gonna beat Arsenal. They're gonna talk about it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, even though they got a docked on them points, they still beat Arsenal." And everybody's gonna tweet memes about how Arsenal's dookie as hell and they always bottle. It's gonna be very funny, and I'm gonna laugh. But I mean, if you're telling me, I think it's easier to beat Arsenal than West Ham beating City, in my opinion.
I'm going to say this. I only watched the highlights of City's match against who was it? They beat Tottenham yesterday. But the way I saw the goals by City celebrated, it was Erling Haaland both times. Like they were serious. Like Erling Haaland, like you can just feel the mentality that Pep instilled in those players. Like this is cool. Like we beat Arsenal, or like we're scoring a goal against Arsenal. I'm sorry, against Tottenham. But like we got another one next week, and like that's the real prize. Like they weren't like going crazy celebrating. After Haaland scored that first goal, I saw Phil Foden, like they were doing they weren't like celebrating, like, they were like serious. And then I saw Phil Foden like come up next to Kevin De Bruyne and was like grabbed him by the neck and was like, yeah, like doing like a real like iced vein. We're gonna do this celebrations. Like this is cool, but we're trying to win the league, and that's next week. Then we can celebrate type thing. And I got to give credit for Pep. Give credit to Pep for that.
To add to that, I also think that I still really believe Man City is beyond pissed off that they lost to Real. I really feel like they feel like they should have been there. And I'm sure that even Pep in the locker room was like, "Hey, we threw that one. Like we should have won that game. We threw that one. Lock in and win this damn Prem. Like, we got to win the Prem at least. You got to win that. Because honestly, it's true. I know they had the big De Bruyne injury for a majority of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna keep it real. It doesn't really matter. There's a plethora of talent on that team. It's no excuses. And honestly, I have a question for you now. At what point does Man City? This is gonna be. They win. This is 4, right?
First time ever.
Dog, I know the gap. There's a gap between Man U and Man City, but listen, dog, that's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy.
What's the
4 in a row? That's kind of crazy if they do that. I'm like, Man U's mega super washed. Like, you're so 90s now. You're so fucking 90s. Like, you're. I don't want to be mean because the bad lefties here, but it's like you remind me of like how Celtic is like, oh, they used to really pop off before, but like no one really cares no more because they don't really do anything in Europe. Like, I care about Celtic. I think they're dope. They have a dope, but back in the day, they were like European like contenders. They were big time. That's kind of how Man U feels now. Like, that shit is like old news. Man City really run the whole fucking game.
Well, that wasn't a question, by the way, but Bad Lefty is not a Man U fan. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't say he was. Bad Lefty is a Villa fan. If I'm not mistaken.
I wasn't saying. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
so what are you asking?
I'm asking, like, at what point does Man City have to be where they have better a more prestige than Man U?
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Never.
You can confidently say the word never. Even when you die and these motherfuckers keep winning, there's generations that pass after you, and there was generations before Man U was popping. So you can die. You can die off. Like, their team, not you.
Oh, me. Okay.
You'll never die. You'll never die. But you're stuck in this world forever. But I'm saying, like, at what point would Man City have to, like, just keep going to people be like, yeah, that shit has been blue for a minute now. That shit been blue.
It'll have to be like an actual generation or two, because like I'll just say like a good like 50 years, maybe like 40, because Man City is just like manufactured, like, and Man U has prestige from many, many decades ago. So winning the trophies, like, now, like, that's cool. Like, they started winning them trophies, what, 10 years ago? 2011 or 12?
Balotelli was the first one with Aguero?
I think that was 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can get a good 15 years, but, like, it's not going to work now. Like, you need, like, another, like, maybe 40, 50 years and I'm talking about for Manchester to be blue. Like, to really say it's blue, you need another, like, 50 years.
I agree. But also, I'm going to counterpoint the bot thingy. Man City bot trophies. Let's not act like Man U was homegrown nation, okay? Let's not pretend just because they had 3 midfielders from Manchester doesn't mean that team was just all full of homegrowns, okay? A lot of the stars we also remember were from outside of there too. Van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo, Tevez. There's a lot of players that came from other countries and other places that helped Man U too. Man U was not as a financial conglomerate too. Like, they're not poor. They're not some poor homegrown heroes.
But that's different than
92 was crazy. Yeah, 92 was nuts. You're right.
But that's different than, like,
I'm just arguing.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to mute you. No, I'm joking. I'm just saying, like that's different than a country buys your team, and now you, like, all of a sudden can, like, get any player you want. I think that's different than, like, a club that, like, is built, like, they've both been around 100 years. Let's just say they've both been around for 100 years. A club that's, like,
built talent there in the country, and then
not even like you got to have talent from the country, but, like, you're still doing it organically. Like, you're gaining money from, like, the normal ways. Like, yeah, some investor comes in, but it ain't
U.S. owners.
it ain't like a country came in with unlimited resources from climate crisis. You know what I mean?
It wasn't that. It was just a billionaire American with just some money to blow. I'm just joking. I'm trolling.
Yeah, no,
I agree with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate to have a little fun, just to get us warmed up on the show, to get going, just to warm us up a little bit.
But I do feel like Man City, like at the same time, you can get all the talent in the world, and it doesn't mean you're going to win. They were, and even Pep's been there for a long time, and it wasn't like they've been winning Champions League the whole time. They just won it last year. They're not winning it this year. So like their ultimate goal was to win Champions League. Like once they won the league a couple times, it's like, okay, let's win Champions League now. It didn't happen until last year. So it's not like I'm not like a Man City hater like that. Because I think they brought in the best coach in the world. Like this is somebody who embodies what it means to be a coach in any sport. Like he's not just a good soccer coach. Like I feel like you could give him a year to study American football and he could like figure it out and be a good coach there too.
I think he's really smart. Like he's smart.
And he takes accountability. I mean, you said this a million times. His teams play a style, and if it doesn't work, it's on him. Yeah. And I feel like, and we had this conversation last season, at the end of last season, like we were debating, I can't remember what either of us said, but is that Champions League trophy, is it Pep's or is it Erling Haaland's?
Yeah, I remember that.
Erling Haaland
I don't know what the hell I said, though.
I
don't know what I said.
Erling Haaland came in and scored 50-plus goals.
That was a crazy year. I'm not going to lie. That was fucking crazy.
And y'all won Champions League after that. Like, is it Pep's or Erling's? You know,
it wasn't like the year before Sterling scored 50 and then they didn't win, and then the next year Haaland scored 50 and they didn't win. It wasn't like that. So
it wasn't like Erling Haaland is scoring the goals in like Pep's style. Like he's coming in playing,
just doing his own thing.
He's coming in playing center forward and getting like 6 touches a game, which I know Pep hates so much. Yeah. But like he's like, but the fool is scoring goals. So like it is what it is. So I'll say it's half and half. But even with that, like it didn't really work this season. Like he scored half as many goals this season and has had poor runs of matches to the extent that you have pundits saying he's a skill level of a League 2 striker. Which I disagree with, but it got that bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I actually I have a real question to pose for the show. I have a question.
Let's see.
What's going on at Tottenham, and do you hate the coach?
First of all, Caesar, let me just be very honest with you. I did not watch any Tottenham match this season. Not one time.
Because you hate Australians, admit it.
I don't really care about Tottenham at all. Like, I love Son a lot, but like I don't love him so much that like if he left Tottenham, I would watch whoever he played for. But like,
me too.
Like you played for Tottenham for so long.
I'm kind of over it. I'm a little over it. I'm a little over it. It's time for divorce. It's enough. We had a great life together. Let's move on a little bit. You're 32. Come on, big dog. Let's go now.
Did he come from Leverkusen or did he come from Mönchengladbach? Was it Mönchengladbach or Leverkusen? I guess we can look it up.
I feel like it was Leverkusen.
That's what I kind of feel too. But let's see real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's turning 32 this summer. That's extra.
Time to go, dog. I seen the other day running. I was like,
He came from Leverkusen. Why don't you go back and help them in Champions League next season? Why not? Caesar, they're in Champions League next season.
Go somewhere lit, dog. Go to Germany, dude. The fuck?
Who lit? Where's lit?
Okay, he will be on ESPN. I'm down for that. ESPN Plus.
And also, they're in Champions League next season. Like the Tottenham ain't.
Yeah, I don't want to see Adley start no more. I want to see Son.
Yeah, dude, go back to Leverkusen, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to see young stars. I want to see Leverkusen get some names in it. That'd be kind of cool.
he's still, I mean, 32. Like he seems like he's taking care of himself. Did this fool score some goals this season or what? Let's see.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know what the hell he did. 17 in the league. That's good.
He always does his thing. Son always does his thing. You know why? You know what though? I'm gonna say he does that. No, because he's a great player, because he's 2-footed as hell too. When you're 2-footed,
yeah,
you got a lot of opportunity to score when you got 2 feet that work for you.
Yeah, no, he's a great player.
A lot of clips and stuff going on this week. I don't know if you saw Angie, the coach, who I like very much. He's Australian.
Why? Why do you like him?
First of all, you're coming at me real foul, okay?
Why, dude?
I like
pronounce his last name. Pronounce his last name.
Absolutely not. Let me double check something real quick.
I saw something with him.
Okay, he was the reason I do like him, and I like him is because he was a former coach of Celtic. Australian, love a little Australian coach in England. I don't know. I think that's kind of cute. I like that. Also, I really enjoyed some of his comments when addressing mental health when it came to Richarlison. I thought it was a little bit refreshing, because a lot of times when you hear coaches speak, they have like this very either 90s style or like corporate answer. And I thought it was just really endearing to hear someone talk fondly of a player in like a vulnerable way. You don't really hear a lot of male vulnerability when it comes to this stuff in soccer. I think there's a lot of corny corporate versions. This just felt very authentic, and I appreciated that. So he's good. He's good for me right now. I'm like, that's great. I don't care if Tottenham sucks. I'm like, that's better than Pochettino. You did great. Also, I seen a fan say, I hope we lose, and he like cussed him out. That was really funny. So I just wonder, do you think they should fire the coach?
Oh, no. Don't fire him.
I don't think you should fire him either, but there's a lot of weird rumblings because Tottenham is notorious for making horrible coaching decisions. They remember they had the FA Cup final game, I think, and then they fired like Mourinho right before that, and then they had that press conference where I think they told Conte he was fired, and then Conte had a press conference after, and then Conte went in a press conference, started just ripping the shit out of the Spurs. So notoriously one of the stupidest clubs with money I've ever seen in my life, and they signed DeAndre Yedlin. So that's how much we know about. Maybe they just felt bad because they seen his salary like we do. They saw his salary like, that's not right. We got to do something about this. A worker should not play soccer for $10,000 a year.
We play like 2 matches for them. I was also annoyed that James Madison went there. One of my favorite players.
Me too. What was that about?
Like, I mean, it's a step up from Leicester. Leicester got relegated. Leicester got relegated. So
hey, is it a step up? Leicester won a Prem more recently than Tottenham did.
Yeah, but they also got
shut that up.
They also got relegated last year.
They're back though.
But yeah, it's just like Tottenham is just like one of those like upper mid level table clubs that's just like not going to do anything special. And yeah, don't fire the coach. Keep him there. It's his first season, right? Or second season?
First.
Yeah, keep him there, dude.
You know what? Only reason Tottenham is there, well, like Tottenham is such a mid-ass club. They're so mid. The only reason they're there is because they got some money. They just got some money, and they had probably one of the best England players for a good amount of time, Harry Kane.
Right.
They have Son, who should not be there. I mean, this is just a shame. This man probably would have won a Ballon d'Or if he played at any other club than in Tottenham. I'm going to keep it so real, or at least top 5. Like, you're not going to win nothing, accolades, nothing being in Tottenham. So,
I don't think Son has won a trophy in his whole career, I feel like.
No, his coach his whole life has been Pochettino. So, what would he have won? Did Pochettino get sick and then he won a cup? No, he hasn't won no trophies, never held anything up in his life and cried. He did single-handedly beat the dog shit out of Germany. That's what he did do for his country.
He won the Asian Games in 2018.
Hey, yo, let's go. Did he win anything at Leverkusen?
Nothing. That was back when they were never Leverkusen.
Don't. That was a great line. Don't say that again.
Like
That's back when they was never accusing.
that's a shame that this player is so good and he literally
I
never won
I
anything.
kid you not. In an alternate universe, if Barcelona had any semblance of scouting and Neymar left and they got Son, oh my God, they would have been they would have been one of the greatest clubs. Oh my God, they would have been crazy. Like, they don't
Ridiculous.
even know how good they would have had it. Like, how many
See,
times did we mention players that Barcelona didn't get that they should have got? And it's
literally.
like, you're out here signing João Felix, Lewandowski. They spent, I think, was it 88 million on Fernando Torres or
Something
whatever?
like 50, 60, yeah, something like that.
Fernando Torres. I'm like, for this guy who I remember Guardiola benched because it was like one play he ran, he shot the ball with his left foot and it went like damn near out of bounds. He was like, this man's getting benched for life now. Like, you pay $80 million for a bench player on Man City. It wasn't even like a Phil Foden guy. It was fucking Fernando Torres.
Bruh. Like imagine if Liverpool got him after a few years. Like,
instead of Luis Diaz, they just got, oh my God.
Like imagine like if they got him like when Salah was balling out, they have Son on the other side. Like
imagine man, you got him. It would have been crazy. He's one of those players that you put up there and suddenly things are just working. They're just working.
Here's a question: who's better, Son or Marcus Rashford?
Oh, Son is better than Marcus Rashford. I'm sorry, Marcus Rashford.
He's good, but his Son's better.
I'm gonna be nice.
Son's better.
And that's not being disrespectful to you, Rashford. I'm sorry. Rashford has had potential from like 2012 to like last year. He's had potential. And at some point, my man, like it was working. He was popping off when Ronaldo was there, and then Ronaldo left. And then they had that this year, he was like clubbing or something. I don't know what's up with that guy. I don't even like his haircuts. It's over.
Terrible.
It's the worst. She has the worst haircuts. And the best thing ever is when he showed up on that LeBron video. It was so funny. That was one of the best moments ever on the shop. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. Son is much better. Son is what if you have a young person you're training, I would probably, if you're not, and the kid is like, oh, I hate Ronaldo, I love Messi. That's great. Just give him like, okay, well, how about you go watch Son? That's probably a player you want to embody if you have the right frame and you play out in the outside a little bit in the middle. Do what Son does, because he basically does what Ronaldo does, just in another body. Like, it's the same thing when they run to get 2 feet going, get a breakaway speed. You don't have to do no crazy moves. Just get the ball a little bit on your right, switch back to your left, boom it or inverse it, and you're going to score. So that's a perfect player to replicate. Like, that's a premium player, like elite player.
Agreed.
Any team you could start, like except for like probably Real Madrid, like or like Man City, but pretty much everywhere else, you're probably starting them like 100%.
Bad Lefty agrees too.
It's incredible.
Marcus Rashford this season has 8 goals and 40 appearances. But last year,
did you say 40?
8 goals. Last year he had 50.
Solid Fabian Castillo year. I like that.
Last year he had 30 and 56 appearances.
Very good.
The year before that he had 5 and 32.
That's the Rashford I know and love.
But
Rashford is good to like almost get you 10, but he doesn't get you 10. It's so nice.
I think he wants to leave Man U though. I think he's over, and I don't think anybody likes Eric number 10 Hag.
Yeah.
Who
was on the mic saying we're rallying, we're gonna get that FA Cup for y'all? Like,
we will see.
That's called a curse. We've seen it before. Remember Messi got on that mic, was talking about he's gonna bring the Copa America or whatever, and they got smoked. Don't do that, dog.
Yeah, they're playing Man City in the FA Cup, and I don't. Well, didn't they?
I'm absolutely gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
Didn't they beat Man City though? Or no? Or am I tripping? Or did they beat? Oh, they beat Liverpool.
Okay. Like, is there a level of beatdown Man U could take that would get Eric Ten Hag fired?
No, they lost 4-0 to Crystal Palace last week or whatever. They were like, he should have got fired. The only reason he didn't get fired then is because they're in the FA Cup final. Like, that's the only reason. You lose 4-0 to Bristol Palace, homie. Like, no, that's a problem.
They have my favorite non-scoring player of all time.
Who? Crystal Palace?
Easy, yeah. I love watching Easy play.
He's a baller.
He's so good. He just never scores
Easy's
because
a
they don't have
baller.
anybody on that team that can finish a goal to help him out. And so he never really gets assists. But damn, when I watch him play at like 6 a.m. while I'm making coffee and it's on the first game on Peacock, I'm like, let me turn this Crystal. I'm like, God damn, he's so good.
He's a baller,
dog.
Let me tell you,
3-3 Coventry too.
That's they did. They almost lost to Coventry. It was like
a crime.
They it was like a 2 centimeter offsides that they didn't lose to Coventry, and I don't think it was offsides actually.
Also, Ten Hag does what you hate. Does what we hate the most is he's not an accountability coach.
No,
he's the opposite. He blames his players. He exploits them in the media. It's really gross. It's gross. I hate the questions he gets. I'm like, you get these questions about players because the media knows it's so easy for you to throw them under the bus for a click. Like they know you're gonna throw them under the bus.
Well, he's just delusional. He just like acts like, oh, like we're doing good. It's like, no, you're not, dude. But Easy in 10 less appearances has 1 more goal than Marcus Rashford.
Okay, Rashford. If I know one thing about Easy, my man doesn't score. You got to score more goals than Big Easy, dog. Big Easy's on Crystal Palace, which Rashford, you should be playing on that team. You should be on Crystal.
Definitely Easy is like more skilled than him for sure.
Easy is nasty. Like, he's a nasty
big
player.
Nasty with it.
Yeah.
And he has 2 call-ups for England, and his first name is Eberici.
Yeah.
So you're going to
that country switch, but anyways, go ahead, dog.
You're going in Bukayo Saka status for me, homie.
Yeah, but he only got 2 call-ups. Bukayo Saka's like the face of England now.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm like your
they got
name
this man doing fragrance ads. It's so over.
Your name is too African to be playing for England. It's kind of annoying. Like they should have just named you Benjamin for that.
I mean, I agree with you, but I don't know why he's doing that. They should have just named you Benjamin. It's crazy. His man's name.
Like these fools
is
literally. He's Nigerian.
Oh my God, what are you doing playing for England? Nigeria is so fun right now, dog.
These fools are literally gonna go on TV like, oh, I love my parents so much, I love my mom so much. Dog, your dad named you Eberici Olichu Ize and was hoping you play for Nigeria. He's like, I'm gonna keep it
so real. I'm gonna keep it real. No, that's not what happened.
Hold on. His dad made it so hard for him. He's like, I'm gonna name you Eberici Olichu Ize, so you can't play for England.
Don't believe that these Nigerians were out here really trying to get their kids to play for Nigeria. His dad was probably walking around in a goddamn Beckham jersey, okay? Over here, really happy his dad plays for England, tap dancing, okay? Don't believe that.
Caesar, of course he had a Beckham jersey. Everybody loves Man U, no matter what. But
son, you're gonna be the next Beckham.
His dad was like, I'm gonna make it impossible for you, and this fool did it anyway. But he's gonna get up there and say how much he loves his parents.
You couldn't just name him Ben. You know,
just name him Benjamin, dude.
You really had to go in. He went in on a name. It's 15. Yeah. It's 15 letters longer than his last name. That's what's crazy.
He was born in England. It's not like he was born in Nigeria. He's born in England.
He's born in England. He literally doesn't know that he loves England. Like he's from England.
So his dad was like, I'm gonna make sure if he's an athlete that he plays for Nigeria. And he was
trying to go cultural, and you ruined his chances now.
He's like, that no make it. Sorry. And England was like, look, we're trying to bring it home. We need anybody we can get. So
yes. I mean, we're literally had a point, and people were like, Eric Dyer getting called up. We need Easy on the field for 2 games.
It's your boy Easy.
R.I.P. an era. What a great era of music.
Yeah, so Starbucks ruined it because I heard Afrobeat and Starbucks. I'm like, well, I'm done with that.
It was so done. It was so done.
It's like not doing that anymore.
I missed the reactions to the music. Now everybody knows it. It's just dead. No,
yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the 80s where I belong.
I'm like, thanks, Caesar, but shit, dude, it's over now.
Thanks.
Maybe you were lying to me this whole time. Maybe this shit was always
No,
popular.
trust me, dog. I remember trying to Google me and you trying to Google Afrobeats. You could not find that shit on Google. Be like, yeah, there's a random show going on in Stockton, California. I'm like, what? How am I gonna go there?
Okay, City did not beat Man U. Last time they played, City beat Man U 3-1. So yeah, I think it was when they beat Liverpool in like the FA Cup or something like that. But anyway, Caesar, this also one of Dan's friends hit me up. I don't know if you've seen the DMs on like in the email, but he wants to do I gotta figure out when you want to record this, but they want to do a podcast about like us join them or him to do a show about like a preview of the Euros.
Oh, I'm
So
super down for that.
yeah, so I gotta show you the dates or whatever. I kind of forgot,
Yeah.
but I'll do that later. But
I'm down.
along with the Euros this summer, we do have starting June 20th in the ATL at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right here. This is where it's played at Edward Cinema in Long Beach.
In Lakewood.
Long Beach or Hawaiian Gardens, depending on how far down the street you go.
Hawaiian Gardens is across the street.
HG is hard. HG go hard. Shout out Sam.
First of all, Hawaiian Gardens racism. But anyway, we do have the Copa America being played. Now, Caesar, I feel like there's some Fugazi stuff going on. Shout out to the 5 people watching. There's some Fugazi people. And if you want to join, the link to join is in the chat.
Yeah.
Just scroll up. We can talk about whatever you want. Shout out Bad Lefty, the big homie.
Yeah.
I think there's some Fugazi stuff going on in this Copa America. I'm going to tell you why. So we do have no visitors from outside of the Americas this time. Last time, I don't know if it was last time or what, but we had Qatar, we've had Japan in the past. This time we just have CONCACAF teams coming through. And I feel like they did this poorly. Now, Group A, we have Argentina, Peru, Chile, and Canada. Obviously, Canada's winning that. No, I'm joking. We can do who you're going to pick as group winners in a second. Group B, we have Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, Jamaica. If you notice, 2 CONCACAF teams. Group A, 1 CONCACAF. Group C, we have USA, Uruguay, Panama, Bolivia. Once again, 2 CONCACAFs. Then in Group D, Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Costa Rica. 1 CONCACAF. So I don't really like that some groups have 2 CONCACAFs and others have 1. I don't love that. I don't know if you're feeling
you do the math.
Math on what?
How many? My friend? First of all, CONCACAF. It's 3 countries. No, 4 countries that be getting it cracking, right? 4 countries.
What do you mean?
How many teams are in it from CONCACAF CONMEBOL?
How many teams are in it from CONCACAF? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Who's the 6th? Panama? Oh yeah, Jamaica.
Costa Rica.
6. Costa Rica. I counted Costa Rica. They get counted first. They're the real ones. The America doesn't get counted number 1. That's cute. I mean, mathematically, you have a 14 group. Which one? There's a one group with 3 teams in there? No, right?
No.
So I mean, you're gonna have to divide it 2-1, 2-1, 2-1.
Well, why just figure it out? Why does Brazil have a harder group than Uruguay or Ecuador?
Because they don't want us to fucking win, dog.
But it's also Argentina. I think Argentina has the hardest group.
First of all, Argentina. This is beautiful. Argentina's group is so hard. That is not fun. That's not a fun group to play in. If I'm going to play, that's the last. I want to play in the Mexico one. That's a fun one too.
Can we not say it's beautiful? Can we be objective? Don't be a Brazil fan for a second.
So you want me to speak objectively about Argentina?
No. So Argentina has Peru, Chile, Canada.
Yes, they're the hardest group.
Canada stupid. Canada won the CONCACAF group in World Cup qualifiers. Peru is a solid team. Chile is like, Peru and Chile, they are condom bowl teams. You
Don't say
can't ever
condom
count them out.
bowl.
Condom bowl.
They're not it's not the condom bowl.
I don't care.
Oh, but that you can do, right?
You can't ever count out a condom bowl team. Like even Venezuela, like you can't count them out,
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
I agree with you somewhat. I think you can't count them out if they're playing home games in South America.
okay.
I don't want to be mean. I have no, first of all, if there's the only one I love is my brothers north of us, Venezuela. Those are my dogs. I love me some Venezuela, but I'm not really stressing about them when they're playing in like Minneapolis. That's not a problem for me. That's fine. That's great. They're going to be playing on turf in like New Jersey, Brunswick, New Jersey is going to be the final. Great, dude. Fine.
Said Brunswick. These places are so whack.
This is the stupid. Let me tell you right now.
So annoying.
The groups aren't even the problem. This is like you can run a term like this. That's fine. This is fine. Panama is probably going to upset USA again. I love that. Ever since Charles Barkley made that racist comment about taking Panama back, Panama's going to get revenge again. But it's really about where these games are. What is going on with these picks? Are they trying to sell real estate to Latinos? What's going on here?
First match, Atlanta, Georgia. Second match, Arlington, Texas. Then Houston, Texas. Then Santa Clara, California. Then back to Arlington. Then Uruguay, Panama's in Miami. Then we got LA, Inglewood. Then we got Houston. Then teams
are going to be playing on 4-hour time differences and 6-hour flights. Like this is not like, Santa Clara, and then there's a game in San Diego, and then there's a game in Phoenix, Arizona, and then there's a game in Washington. No. We're playing a game in California, but then there's going to be a game at a time slot in Miami.
Okay.
That's so far away. Dude.
Okay, Brazil's first match is at SoFi. Mm-hmm. Then their second match.
That's going to be crazy.
Then their second match is in Vegas, which isn't bad. And then
that's great. That's actually really good. That's
okay.
Really
then there are other matches in Santa Clara, and isn't it?
Okay, that's good. As long as the teams can stay regional, that's great.
Okay, I don't know if they're doing that for every team. Let's see Argentina. Argentina's first match is Atlanta.
Don't try to make me feel bad for them.
Then their second match is in Jersey at the Giant Stadium. That's not super far, for real, but like I don't love it. And then their next match is in Miami. That's kind of rough, dude. Like that's actually that's trash. You can't go from Georgia to Jersey to the bottom of Florida, dude. Like that's not right, dude. That's not right.
Yeah, that's not right.
But Bad Lefty says Bolivia's secret is that their stadium in La Paz is at 6,000 feet. Hence the reason they always do well at home. But Ecuador's has really high elevation stadiums too.
Bolivia, you got to take a goddamn cable car from a mountain down into the cities and shit. That's how you win games, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, no, Ecuador. I think
they're gonna be playing games in Santa Clara, California. So here we go.
Either I don't know if it's Ecuador's stadium in Quito or in Guayaquil. I'm not sure, but one of them is high elevation too.
Are they saying Santa Clara because it's Levi Stadium? Is that why is that what they're talking about?
Yeah, I mean it's in the Bay, whatever.
Oh, I was like, what? Why did since when do we care about Santa Clara? I'm like, oh yeah, that's
where the
Levi Stadium, the Niners.
Let's see.
Not any American soccer clubs, by the way. These aren't places where the teams here play MLS. This is the teams where the football teams play. These stadiums.
Let's see USA. They play their first match Arlington. Their second match is in Atlanta. Okay. Then their third match. This is a group stage, by the way. Then Kansas City. Why are you making?
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Why are you making Uruguay go to Kansas City though? I don't love that. Like, come on. That's. I mean, actually, they like barbecue.
If you're playing in USA's group, you really think you're going to get anything to help you out a little bit? No, dog. Poor Bolivia. What are you sending Bolivians to Kansas City for? I don't care about Uruguay. Bolivia? Them little sweethearts in Bolivia, landlocked, gorgeous little place. Come on, dog. Average height there is 5'6". Come on, dog.
Don't be racist, okay? You're over there being racist now. I like them hats.
I love Bolivia. I don't hate them at all. I love Bolivia.
Them hats that the ladies wear are kind of fly. Okay. I mean, I just don't love those groups. I'm just like, I don't like that some groups get two, like Group B and C get two CONCACAFs. Like, I feel like that makes it easier for Mexico and USA, and there's incentive for an American played Copa America to have Mexico and the USA advance.
I don't think so. I think that this is actually a pretty dangerous group for USA. I think this is a sleeper group. I think this is a dangerous group.
But either way, having two CONCACAF, like them having, like, it's still easier for Mexico. Like, Mexico
you have to set it up that way. You can't put USA in Group A because Canada's there. You can't put them in Group B because Mexico's there, and you can't. And I mean, I guess you could put them in D, but wouldn't you prefer to see potential CONCACAF matchups later on?
No, I don't care.
You don't want to match up too much interregional early. You want to match it up later because you want to see cross battles between the different conferences.
I would have rather them make it even Condom Bowl and CONCACAF, and then just bring in random teams. Let's bring.
I do miss that.
Yeah, bring Saudi Arabia. Bring an African team, South Africa. Bring Australia. You know, like bring Japan, South Korea, something like. I don't know if they're doing something out there in the summer, but like. Bring some teams, like so you can have 6 teams in each group.
Any other time, I 1,000,000% agree with you. Always do. I do. We've talked about Copa America probably more than any other podcast has on the show. We love Copa America. It's our World Cup. We love some Copa America here because we ride the high of the OG one. That high I'll never forget.
2015.
I need me a DVD set. Do they have a DVD collectible? Ooh, I want to watch a DVD. That would bang.
Being at that
Give me a Sports Illustrated DVD set of that. I'm popping that shit in, dog.
Being at that good coverage back then.
Oh, it was so good. It was prime. They were giving us little breakdowns on the countries. They were doing little bike rides. It was so cute. I loved it.
They were showing the dogs in the stadium.
Oh, it was a wonderful tournament too. But I think if you're going to do your first cross brand where you're like, this is the Copa America where it's like all America's all involved and the CONCACAF teams. And this is a big rollout they're doing. They're doing a big rollout.
They did it in 2015. It was in America.
Hey, big dog. I know. This is the branding they're doing. They're doing a branding where it's everyone and this side involved. Y'all can get your turn later. Don't worry, Saudi Arabia. We'll give you plenty of money later to come again. You're going to get plenty of money all the time. Honestly, I'm going to keep it so real. I did not give 2 fucks about Qatar playing in the World Cup. That was so goddamn boring. And they kept swearing up and down when Qatar was in the World Cup that, oh, these guys all play together and they're on a team together and they did pretty good. I did not watch. I watched one game. It was boring as hell. They suck, okay?
See, what are you doing right now?
I don't want to see these teams coming in here right now. This is the battle of the Americas, all right? I don't want nobody else in his joint, all right? We're gonna battle in the Americas, and then one team is gonna come out as champion. I hope it's Canada. Jamaica. I want Jamaica to win. No, I want Canada. I don't want Canada to win. They hired Jesse Marsh as their coach.
I'll take Canada over Jamaica.
Like that.
I'll take Canada over Jamaica
to win because there's some English has-beens on there.
The real question is Leon Bailey going to come back? Did you see him yelling at Ollie Watkins this past weekend?
Oh, first of all, this man is on a speed run to play in Korea, and I'm so down for it. This guy has so many issues, although his Patois is really funny to listen to. I love it. I'm like, this guy, what's great about him, it's like, this guy is very, very Jamaican. Like, when he talks, this is a Jamaican guy, and I'm not trying to be racist about his behavior. Just saying. He's very Jamaican, dog. He's a very Jamaican guy.
Blood clot.
You seen that podcast, right? He was wilding on there.
Yeah, that shit was so ratchet.
It was just like, what is this? Do you not have a team? You don't have a fucking publicist that was like, don't do this.
Caesar, I seen a video of like was it Jamaica or Haiti? I can't remember. It was like some like player on Jamaica, I think, that was like not really like that serious, and he was like showing like the process of them like doing a match against like St. Vincent or something like that. And he showed the food they eat. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I
Leon
was like,
Bailey
they're
is
so
not.
poor.
No, Leon Bailey has no right doing that. He has no right doing that. But God damn it, I do believe him.
I was like, damn, I seen that food. I was like, the grabba stink like alligator pond.
When you circle them birds at Jamaica, man, bad men fall.
So we must kill a
When the
man.
grubber hot, steam like Shabba Motherbutt.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Yeah, that's terrible. No one's gonna understand it. That's
we'll
probably
see
what. Yeah, no.
we'll see what happens in the Copa America. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Fox, which like I just hate. Honestly, I just don't want to watch any matches on TV on like a TV anymore. I want to watch everything on my laptop now. So if they're on Fox, like that's gonna be annoying as hell. I
You
hate
can watch it on the other thing, on the other link, the Spanish one. Vive or Vive.
Online.
Univision's the other channel they made is a streaming platform too.
Well,
You
shit.
can use them instead of Fox. That's where they do the Spanish on there. What's it called? Vive or something? I forgot the name of it. The other one.
I don't know, but I don't want to watch them on the actual TV. That's annoying.
Honestly, I'd rather watch it. I'd rather watch some damn yeah, I can't. I cannot watch it. I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah, and I hate.
Fox. I hate Fox, bro. It's the worst, dog.
Ever call me bro?
Disney, can they just buy everything? Just buy it. I don't care, dog. Just buy it. I'm so sick of these people. They don't know what they're doing. Just buy all the beINs rights too. I don't care, dog. I'm so over
Netflix buy him or what?
Yeah, they got Jake Paul fight on there. You can't put one soccer game. Goddamn.
And then hire your boys.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come back to Netflix if they get soccer. I'm down.
I really feel like what's the okay, the show's over now. We're just gonna talk some shit. I really feel like the Champions League coverage that Kate and Terry and Homeboy and Micah do is so bad. It's ridiculous. It's not funny. Micah is a buffoon. Terry Henry hates him. The other Jamie Carragher guy is just like the old white guy. Like the shit is just boring and like.
Is it only me and you that think that though? It's really annoying because okay, let's keep it 100% stack right now. Okay, the only reason that show is getting any buzz through the TikToks is because there's this disgusting incel shit going on where they only, and CBS participates in it as well too, or they just perpetuate and advertise, which sucks because I remember watching Kate's video talking about how dope it was to work under a female producer, which is very rare in this space. But the show and the content they push online only feeds comments and like showing like there's like some kind of fake secret affair between Thierry Henry and Kate. That's all the content is.
Really?
That's all the comments are every time. Mind you, Kate is dating some boxing trainer who's like very famous in England. He like trained some of the influencers or whatever. His name's Malik, I think. But they always show these little clips of them like embracing kind of or like somehow touching or talking and or reacting to a comment, and then all the comments are like, man, you know Thierry's hurt, Thierry hurt, and that's all. I'm like, you're only posting this content, so you're literally, I know if anybody watches this, you've seen a clip on that. That's how prominent it is. Bam, if you even give 2 seconds, you'll literally see it on there. You click on any comment on CBS Sports Golasso, and it's them on there. It's going to be a comment about Kate and like Thierry and how Thierry feels jealous now, whatever. It's the fucking worst.
I had no idea.
and then Kate and a Bumbalo Jumbalo guy over there, whatever his name is, Micah Richards, whatever the fuck his name is, are always making these jokes back and forth, and then they're like kind of prying into their dating lives a little bit when they joke about them. Like, why do I care about this? I don't care about this. The only cool moment you had on that show was they brought one of my OG favorite players. One of my OG favorite players. When I was younger, I was a big Del Piero fan. I fucking loved me some Del Piero when I was younger. Loved me some Del Piero. Nice little French winger from Arsenal back when they were cool. Love me some Del Piero. They brought him on there in his goofy glasses. I think that shit's cute. That was cute. That was the only fun moment I ever saw. I hate it. That's what they put. That's what they push their strategy on social media is towards that. I'm like, that's not even like you building like soccer. You're just goofing around and talking about marital shit or like dating shit, which is actually not professional at all. It's not professional at all, too.
It's really annoying.
And I hate Kara. I really hate Kara so much. The Liverpool guy, he's the worst. He's the goddamn worst.
It's really whack because I'm just like, this fool Micah just like scream laughs at everything. And
he's like that.
I'm just like, it's just corny, dude. Like, Thierry Henry is a good pundit. Mm-hmm. He's intelligent and he's, but Thierry Henry doesn't have much of a sense of humor. So like, you got to have somebody like, he's the straight man. You got to have somebody that's like gonna crack a joke or two, but like their chemistry, all of them is just whack. And honestly, for me, I'm kind of like overseeing the woman host with the 3 guys or the 2 guys or whatever. Like, why can't she be a pundit and have a dude host who nobody's opinion matter? Like, his opinion don't matter.
The other show sucks more for the Europa League. It sucks more too.
I never watched that shit.
But I'm gonna give them credit. They do have a female person on the other side. They have a female pundit. They don't have a female host. They have a male host who's that goofy little guy who used to make all them dumbass Real Madrid tweets. I think he thinks I forgot about him. I remember his goofy little tweets. I think he used to be a social media manager for Barcelona. I didn't forget about you, little skinny neck. I remember him. But they got a female pundit, and she's dope. So that's really cool. They do that. I'm not really a fan of that show either. It's kind of boring. They don't really know how to get that shit cracking for real, and it sucks.
And you know what? Also, like, I mean, maybe this is just like because I didn't grow up in like the soccer fan culture. I don't love a pundit being a fan. Like, I don't love that. Like, I don't want you to like, I don't want to like hear about your fandom. Like, I don't want that to matter, like talk about the teams. And you know who I saw say that recently, like some months back, Frank from ESPN FC, Frank LeBeouf. They asked him like, oh, like, what do you think about some match or whatever? And he was like, I'm not a fan of any team. Like, he was like, I'm a pundit or I'm in media and that's what I do. He's like, I'm not a fan. And I can respect that. Now, granted, I feel like he's saying that because he's a former player. He doesn't want to be like associated with fans. But like, I just like when a pundit isn't a fan. And somebody might be like, oh, that's Thierry Henry's not a fan. But don't forget, I seen his ass at Barcelona training, and he was all giggly over Ansu Fati, and he shunned my boy Memphis Depay. Where's Ansu Fati now, fool?
Yeah, Depay over there paying for sex offenders to be released from prison. Okay. And
now, granted, Memphis Depay is playing on the Monkey Chant team in Spain.
He is playing on. He went from Barcelona to Atletico. That's not very. I'm not liking that path. I don't like that road to victory.
But he's still a baller, and Ansu Fati went to Brighton. It's like, damn.
I mean, he was acclaimed as being vastly better than Vinicius at one point.
Oh yeah, and the next
Messi. He got the 10 jersey.
Yeah, and the next Messi, and like literally, It's like dog Matoma is literally run circles around you.
I'm like, is he even better than Peter on Valencia? I don't even think so. The little Afro dude, that guy kind of gets it in a little bit. And he's a bench warmer in Real Madrid.
Marvin, you mean?
No, Marvin Parks. Don't be talking about Marvin Parks right now. I know my boy Marvin Parks. I'm talking about Peter, okay? My boy Peter on Valencia with the fro. He be getting it cracking. You don't watch La Liga for real like I do. My boy Peter on Valencia be getting it cracking, but he will never start a game in Real Madrid. And it's very cute, but I like him.
I watch Real Madrid.
Like I said, Marvin on Las Palmas. That shit is. My man is playing in Africa. They sent him to Africa to play, dog.
I watch Real Madrid. Sometimes I watch Barcelona, depending on who they're playing.
I don't watch Valencia either, to be honest. Only when they play against a team I like.
And I watch at Bilbao. And
you watched a lot of Betis this year.
And I watch Betis. That's the teams I watch.
You watched a lot of Betis.
Yeah. I would watch Rayo Vallecano if I saw Falcao starting. I'd be like, oh, I'm watching that.
I got this little place in my heart a little bit for like I like Vallecano a little bit.
They got some little ball-headed old dude on there who's a baller.
He's a certified goon.
You see or something like that? He's a baller.
He's good.
He's a baller.
Is his name Pepe? I forgot his name. Something like that.
EC or something like that.
Yeah, he's a baller, dog. I like him too. Yeah,
little ball-headed fuck.
And they got Carmelo Anthony. He's not bad. They got Carmelo Anthony, the striker.
Who?
They got a striker named Carmelo, but I call him Carmelo Anthony.
They got a striker named Carmelo?
Yeah, they do. They got my boy Carmelo up top.
That's hilarious. They beat Granada today. And they got a red.
I like Rayo Vallecano. And then I like that little wall they got. That shit's tight. That shit goes hard.
I like Rayo Vallecano. Okay, first of all, the dude's name is Camelo, not Carmelo.
Same shit, dog.
I like Rayo Vallecano because of something I learned from Kay Murray from her BN days. She talked about how Rayo Vallecano, the team, is in like a poor area of Madrid. And I was like, that's dope. This is like a working class ass team. His name is Isaac. They call him EC. I thought he was old as hell. He's only 29.
Do you think he was old because he was white and bald?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I thought he was too. I think he was. Didn't he play for Madrid or Atletico Madrid or some one point?
No.
Okay. That's a different bald guy they had then. Atletico Madrid got a ball guy like that too. That shit makes when I see him, I'm like, is that the same guy?
He's a dead ass Segunda player, but he's like in La Liga because Rayo Vallecano's in La Liga.
That's what I'm talking about. And they got that giant 6'4" CDM too, right?
I don't know.
They got some giant CDM. I'm like, this guy's huge.
Well, they used to have your boy Bebe, who looks like you too.
First of all, they don't have Bebe no more.
I don't know. Do they?
First of all, I love
he's a baller.
Bebe. First of all, don't get me started. When they sub in Bebe at the 71st minute, I'm like, cool, the game just started.
He's still there.
Hell yeah, my boy BB. He came, dog. He comes in the 60th minute, and you know when he gets that ball, he's gonna make some space to launch that shit. He has a missile that he likes to shoot at the goal. I love Bebe. Love him. Real Cape Verdean right there, dog.
He played 14 matches this season. I didn't even realize he was still there. I've seen him score a hell of a goal before.
I still get Instagram ads to buy a Cape Verde jersey, and he's always in the cover. I love it.
I don't know when I've seen Bebe score ridiculous goals before. Okay, maybe it was when he was on Ibar because I'm like, this fool was playing on teams I'd never seen before, but maybe like I
want him to go to France for some reason. That'd be really cool.
Well, I feel like he's a little old. Oh, he's 33. I feel like he's
dog.
Man, you legend.
Don't say that, dog.
Here's the actual racist part. I thought that fool was Brazilian this whole time.
I know. I used to think that too, but I remember the first time I seen him play, I was like, "This is not a Brazilian." I know my people. This is not a Brazilian because I never heard of this fool in my damn life, and he's already in La Liga. There's no way. I looked it up. I was like, okay, well, he's as close as you can get. He's as close as you get from a Lusophone country. It's as close as you can get, dog.
He was dead ass born in Portugal too.
Hey, he plays for the real ones though. He plays for that beautiful beach, dog. He plays for the beautiful island.
I actually watched a documentary about Cape Verde the other day. It was pretty interesting.
My favorite actor is visiting right now.
Who's that? Who? Your favorite actor is visiting where? Cape Verde?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
Thais Vihiji and then the guy from City of God.
The black one? Which one? There's plenty of people in City of God.
The main dude. What are you talking about?
The dark skinned one?
Yeah, he's over there with his wife. They're visiting. They're visiting. They always go to the historical museum there and stuff. It's really cool.
How are you gonna call him your favorite actor?
He's my favorite actor, dog.
Okay, what else was he in?
He was in City of God too. He was in a lot of soap operas I liked too growing up. He was also one of my favorite Opayo, which is a fantastic 2000s pro LGBTQ plus movie. Really controversial in Brazil, highly hated.
Caesar,
Love that
hold on.
movie. He's in there as well too, and he has he has like a Will Smith type performance in there too.
Caesar, we're gonna have to flesh this out, unfortunately, because who are you talking about? What's his name?
Lazaro Lazaro Lazaro
Okay,
Ramos,
and he was
an
in.
acclaimed Salvador from Salvador Bahia actor.
Okay, and he was in what movie? He was in City of God.
City of God.
Which character was
He
he?
was the dude playing the security guard at the door. The security guard.
Okay, why did you say he's the main guy?
He's the main. He's the only one that people care about.
Caesar, you're talking about City of God? Caesar, don't make me explain City of God to you. I watched it in theaters, okay?
Okay, I'm not talking about a stupid little photographer kid. I don't give a fuck about him.
Okay,
I'm not talking about
that's
the
the
little
main character.
girl.
That's the main
Okay, but
character.
do you remember him?
Caesar,
No.
Caesar, the main character is Bushkape, okay?
You don't know Bushkape. You look this up right now. You don't know jack shit about Bushkape. Don't say Bushkape
That's his
unless
name,
you know what you're
Rocket.
talking about. All right.
Caesar, Caesar, I'm scrolling down and I'm still not seeing nobody named
Okay,
Ramos.
is it City of Men?
Okay, maybe it's City of Men. Let's see. Maybe it's City of Men. You fucking annoying bastard. Let's see City
This
of
is
Men.
not a cinematography podcast, okay? You did that shit the other night when you was over there repping for Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That had nothing to do with me, dog. That's all you. That was your favorite show.
Bad Lefty. Did you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Did you ever watch that show? I'm looking at City of Men.
What were we talking about? Copa America?
Caesar, hold on, dog, because I'm looking at City of Men and I ain't seeing no Ramos.
Oh my fucking god, dude! You don't even know how to Google things anymore.
Caesar, okay, what's the dude's name? Tell me his name again.
Lazaro Ramos. I'll say it in English for you.
Okay, Brazilian actor. Okay, okay, okay. I'm looking at his filmography. He doesn't look familiar to me, but I could be wrong. Definitely was not in City of God.
Okay. Also,
And-
I'm going to tell you
and-
something
oh,
right now.
oh,
I'm going to tell you something right now
hold
because
on.
you're one of these dumb people. You're an American right now. You're being really American.
Okay.
It has a different name in Portuguese. Okay.
What does?
It's not called City of Men. We don't call it City of Men. Okay.
Okay, what's it called?
Cidade de Baixo.
Okay, was he in it?
Yes. I'm looking at Wikipedia right now.
Caesar, that's a different movie, dude. You're a lying sack of shit. You're a fucking liar, and it doesn't even mean that. You're a fucking liar and an N-word. I'm real mad at you right now, trying to gaslight me. This fool was not in either one.
He wasn't a movie.
He wasn't in City of Men or City of God. I've seen both of them many times, have them both on DVD. This black fool was not in there. Okay?
Let me work on this. You do your thing.
Maybe he was in the show City of God. But I don't think so, because I'm not seeing that shit. Didn't they do a City of God show or City of Men show?
City of Men is the show.
Okay, don't look like he was in that shit either, but I don't know.
Okay, Bad Lefty said he never saw Always Sunny, so he's forgiven.
You're not, because you watched
He's
it.
100% in City of Men. Wallahi, he is.
He might be in the show, dude.
He's in City of Men, the show, dog.
Okay, that's what I said.
Six-part series, right?
I don't know, dude. I never watched
Let me
that.
look at his IMDb. You're pissing me off.
Caesar, the show probably had, you could probably see the mics in there.
That's fucking so. You're such a racist.
Caesar,
You're
City of
probably
God,
right.
Caesar, City of God, they literally shot a little kid in the foot for real, dude.
That should. Hey, man.
I don't know if it was real, but I think it was.
Okay. I mean, the scream was very real.
I'm like,
the scream is one of those where you're like, this guy's not going to be the same after this.
Caesar, when that little kid was crying, I'm like, I don't think that's fake.
It's great because we both had the same reaction. We're like, dude, that's really bad. Is he
like,
okay?
they shot him for real, actually.
Yeah, I would have been on set like,
no, because they would have told you before, like, hey, we're just gonna shoot him for real, okay? Like,
like this is an Alec Baldwin situation. Y'all
like,
just shoot motherfuckers in this.
They're like, this is a little street rat. He don't have parents. We'll give him a fucking 2 meals. He'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, we should end the show because you don't even know what you're talking about when it comes to Brazil cinema. Anyway, thank you
Okay,
for.
I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
We already know that.
I made
I
a
already
mistake.
know that. I already
I
know
don't
that.
want to end the show. I'm not done talking.
Thank you, Bad Lefty, for coming through. One day, hopefully, Bad Lefty, you click that link because you really could be really, really like the pinnacle of AI. You could be that.
Bad Lefty is just a closeted Rangers fan, so he doesn't want to come into this chat and get exposed.
That's an insult even I wouldn't take.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, thank you, Bad Lefty. Thank you. You said never. Thank you, Bad Lefty, and anybody that watched. And did I shout out Miles? I did shout out Miles in the beginning. And yeah, we will be we will be back at some point. Yeah, we'll come back next week to talk about who won the leagues and stuff, or who won the league, and probably Caesar will be right. But if you're not, if you got it wrong,
it would be a cold day in hell if I'm wrong about this.
If you got it wrong,
What's the dare? I need a dare.
No. If you got it wrong, I need to find an Arsenal fan to get on here and talk major shit to you, like I talk shit in the diss track against Netanyahu, which will be premiering tomorrow. Wipe Net and Nose. It will be premiering tomorrow on Power Report.
Free C's, I won't be there, but I'm gonna be there in the chat, annoying y'all.
Okay, and it will be the link will be up after that. It's on SoundCloud. I put the lyrics in the description for y'all too. You know what I mean? Because some people are bad.
I'll fuck up them lyrics.
Some people are bad with that. I've memorized them already now.
You're gonna perform it or what?
that'd be fun actually. But yes, we will see y'all soon. Ending stream now.